Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good day. Things have finally settled down here in our house, so I am finally making a video about one of my 2025 goals, which is to read at least 9 big books for 2025. Hooray! So I made up my own criteria. This is just Googled criteria. So what do people consider as big books? And based on my research and my own criteria, based on my experience, I made it to two criteria, which is first, it should be at least 150,000 words. I guess that's a lot, I think. And then next would be it's at least 700 pages. Of course, that depends on the publisher, and some books are printed with bigger fonts. But in general, these books are considered long. So these are 9 books, and I've already finished 4. I'm halfway through the 5th one, and I have 4 remaining left. So, okay, sorry for my messy hair. I just worked out. The first one that I've finished is none other than War and Peace. Look. Ta-da! So, obviously, I started it based on my previous video. I started it 2 weeks before the end of 2024, and it is 587,000 words. And this is the Perver and Volkonsky translation. It is around 1,200 pages, not including the appendix and the footnotes. So yes. I don't think I need to talk more about War and Peace because I've already talked about it a lot on my previous videos, but yes, this was my second read through, and I will definitely reread this in the future. I deeply enjoyed my second reread. I don't care how long it was just enjoyable. Yeah, so that was the first one, 587,000 words based on Google estimates. Yep, that was a big one. But Tolstoy's words were it just flows so easily. I didn't even feel the number of words. Yeah. The second one, this was 230,750 words estimate, and it is a raging 800 pages. Yes, around 810, 15, 20 pages. And that is A People's Tragedy, The Russian Revolution, 1891 to 1924. I picked it up because I was in the mood for nonfiction, and I always have interest when it comes to Russian history, and I picked it up. Knew it had outstanding reviews for nonfiction, best nonfiction of the year based on Time magazine. And yes, it was very heavy, but it gave me an insight on how the Russian people kind of instigated changes, and how basically how life was during those times before the establishment of the Soviet Union. I will probably reread this in the future because I barely remember a lot of it because it's very heavy, very fact heavy. But the thing that stuck with me the most was Rasputin's part in history. Yeah. 800 pages, 230,000 words. My gosh. And then, so that was the second book. The third book that I read is Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. This was 365,712 words. Wow. I mean, these are obviously estimates, but still, look, those are small fonts. And it is, I think, 800 pages as well. Yep, 800 plus pages. I made a video about Lonesome Dove. I really liked it. Maybe not as earth-shattering as the other books I've read, but definitely enjoyable, and the first book that I read about the Wild West. Yeah, if you're interested, I made a reading vlog about Lonesome Dove. Yeah. Yeah. This was good. My fourth big book, I don't have my copy with me right now because I actually technically borrowed it from the public library. And it was The Gathering Storm, Wheel of Time Book 12 by Robert Jordan slash Brandon Sanderson. And it is a raging 296,221 words. And I'm not sure about the number of pages, I forgot. I think it was around 800 as well. So, I've been reading The Wheel of Time for what? Almost 4 years now. And the wheel will as the wheel wills. I can never seem to say that properly. But yeah, it was an up and down adventure. And I finally reached the last books. I only have 2 more books to go, and this was the first book that Brandon Sanderson wrote since Robert Jordan passed away, and it was actually so good. It's much easier to read because Brandon Sanderson's writing is very straightforward and easy to digest versus the more lyrical, poetic way of Jordan's writing. And I very much enjoyed it. I think I only finished it. I finished it for like a week or 2, maybe just a week, because it's very easy and very enjoyable. I can't wait to read the rest of the books because I'm sure that it's gonna be an easy and very satisfying conclusion for the series. Hopefully this year, because life is so busy. Yes, so the fifth one is I'm only halfway there and I'm enjoying it, surprisingly. It is 354,098 words and 823 pages on this translation by Richard and Larissa, and is Brothers Karamazov by Dostoevsky. Okay, so I said that I was surprised because I like Dostoevsky, but I have never really connected with his work because that's just me, that's just my taste. But I acknowledge objectively that his work is phenomenal. This book though, wow. It makes me very grateful that I have eyes that can read and I have the heart that loves to read. Like, oh my gosh. So far, especially like those 2 specific chapters that I won't mention, it's kind of life-changing for me. And I have no words. I need to finish it. I'm on page 500 out of 800 and I've been reading this for almost 2 weeks now. I'm taking my time. I don't have a choice because I'm very busy. But yes, no one to talk more about it because let's just conclude that I'm sure it's gonna be one of my favorite books of all time. Wow, I just said that out loud. Yep. 800 pages, 300,000 plus words, Dostoevsky. Okay, so those are the books that I've finished and I'm on the way to finishing. These four books I'm planning to read until December, like slowly go through it. In no particular order. The first book that I'll probably try to read, maybe give it some time because it's long, and I heard it was deep, is Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace. I don't have any idea. I go in blind most of the time. So I don't have any idea what it's about, but I've heard it's very deep. Wow. It's 577,608 words. And I think 1,200 pages. Let me check. But yes, I heard great things about it and I can't wait to read it. Yep, 1,088 pages. I don't think I'll buy it. I'm definitely gonna borrow it from the public library. The next one is, I'm very excited for this, Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes. I specifically wanted the Edith Grossman translation because I've heard good things about it and I couldn't find it in our public library. That's why I bought it. And I was I don't want to hype myself too much, but I'm kind of sure that I'll enjoy it. That's why I bought the physical copy for myself. And this one is 345,390 words and 900 plus pages. Yes, I can't wait. Hopefully I'll enjoy it because I bought the physical copy. Yes, big book number 6. Yes, big book number 6. The next one is, number 7, big book number 7. The next one is, I'm kind of apprehensive about this, Homer. The Iliad and the Odyssey. I bought it because I'm sure I read it in high school, but I totally forgot about it. I'm not sure why. Maybe I liked mythology better, or maybe I just didn't digest it enough. And I bought it because it's pretty, but really didn't consider the translation. So I'm anxious to read it because I might get bored. So this will probably be one of my most challenging books this year, not because of the length but because of the translation. And this is only 182,750 words, so, and 700 plus pages, which is our cutoff. Let's see. I don't even know who translated this, so we'll see. All right, and my last book is The Covenant of Water by Verghese Abraham. No idea what it's about. I think it's based on, the setting is based on India, as far as I remember, and then totally blind again. Yes, it's set in Kerala, South India. I don't think I've ever read a book based on India. I've read a book based on Afghanistan, but not India. So I really wanted to try this one. Oh, I forgot to tell you the pages. Covenant of Water, 281,061 words. I guess not bad as compared to the others. And it's only 724 pages. I'm gonna borrow that from the library as well. So yes, that's it for my big books of 2025 goals. I'm pretty excited to finish Brothers Karamazov. Oh, I have forgotten something. I have a copy, but I don't want to mess with my boxes. I might add it to my list. I'm pretty excited about it, and I have a copy, but I'll just bring the picture. East of Eden by John Steinbeck. Oh my god, I really loved Grapes of Wrath. I did. I did. Wow. So I'll probably read that as well as a part of my big books of 2025. I'm not sure how long it is, if it's even fitting the criteria, but yes, super excited. I'll keep you updated and see you again next time. Bye bye.